What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nash, and in this video I'm going to be answering a question that I've already answered in real life. So someone who's an intern told me that they've been on the job or the internship for a week, and it's boring. They don't think they're learning what they're expecting to learn. They don't see, they don't see it as helpful pretty much. So they're asking, hey, what am I doing? Am I doing something wrong, or is this not the right internship? What should I be expecting out of this? So I wanted to give advice for people that might be interning for the first time, maybe this summer or whenever you intern. Just give you some of the things to expect and not to, you shouldn't have expectations out of an internship, right? You are only going to get what you take from it. So first point I'll give you is you need to be present, right? So if you've seen movies and all these things that give you expectations of what maybe a finance internship is supposed to look like, yeah, I would forget all about that. You need to be present in the moment, right? Let's say you go work at a big bank. Be present at what's happening, not your expectations, not what you've seen in the movie. Just be present and absorb what's happening around you. Look at the company culture. Look at, like talk to people. Be present. Don't have these fantasies of what the internship is supposed to look like. Don't expect that you're going to be, solving life-changing problems. Just be present whatever and participate in whatever is happening, right? Forget about your fantasies that you saw in the movie. So that's the first thing. You need to be present. Now, the second thing is do not forget to internally network. Right. Well, networking is important, but a lot of people like to only talk about external networking. Reach out to people on LinkedIn. Go to networking events. Go over here. Go over here. But what they forget is wherever you are, you have a network around you. So if you go work at an internship, network with your coworkers instead of trying to look for networking events that are external or going on LinkedIn, reaching out to people. Network with who's next to you. Network with other interns. Network with your manager. Network with your supervisor. Network with coworkers. One of my favorite things I like to do, I think I've mentioned this in a previous video, is at lunch, right? Don't go eat lunch in your car. Go to the break room or whatever they may have and talk to, let's say you're warming up your food on the microwave. There's usually a line during lunchtime. Talk to the people next to you. Ask them, hey, so what do you do for the company, or what department do you work in? And you're going to be surprised how much those people like talking about themselves or their work, right? Especially if you find someone who's like maybe a second year or maybe a manager or supervisor. They know their stuff, so they want to talk about it. You might even find out they're looking for someone to hire full time in their department, right? So you have to network, but internally. That should be your first place to network. The third point is you need to find a way to be helpful. This is kind of hard to grasp for a lot of people because they come into these internships with fantasies of what it's supposed to look like, right? If they're going into a banking internship, they're already thinking about what they're going to be dressing like, what their behavior is going to be, what the office culture is like. But then you get there, it's not like that. Or you think you're going to be doing all this work, you're going to have access to this. Sometimes you're just going to be filing papers. A lot of people are disappointed because it's like, well, I wasn't expecting this. Always find a way to be helpful, whether you think it's something you're not supposed to be doing, or if it's something you're supposed to be doing. Find a way to be helpful. Someone is checking to see if someone can pick up the coffee. Volunteer to do it. Find a way to be helpful. And you're going to realize that people love someone who is helpful. And you will always be remembered. People always remember helpful people. If you do something nice for someone, they're always going to remember. Always gonna remember. Oh, that's the intern that did this for me. Oh, they will always remember you. And think about when it's time to hire the interns back. Who are they gonna think about? When they ask for a recommendation, hey, you were supervising this intern last summer. What did you think about their work ethic? What do you think about them? Do you think we should, offer them a full-time position? So always find a way to be helpful to whoever you can be helpful to. Now, the last point, which is probably the most important, don't pretend to know everything. Now, I've seen people that have really high GPAs. Maybe they go to an internship that requires a 3.8 GPA, right? So they obviously qualify because they have the internship. And they have this mindset that they're supposed to know everything because they know how to take exams and pass exams. What you learn on the job is different from the exams that you take that you actually use Chat GPT to pass. It's different. Do not pretend to know everything. You have to ask questions. You have to be willing to ask for help. Even if you think you know how to do something, check with someone else. Hey, this is what I have. Can you just double check? Don't be the person that pretends like they know what's happening. This is going to show that you are willing to grow. In most companies, if you're a new hire, an internship, they're looking for people that can grow within the company, right? If you're someone that's already dead set on you think you're right, you think you're that you don't have the ability to grow because every company does it differently. Every company has their own processes of doing things. So you have to show that you're willing to grow as a person or as an employee or as a professional. Now, that is pretty much it. That's my advice to new interns that might be bored at their internships. Those are just a couple of things that I've seen over the years, things that can definitely help you. And if you guys have any other tips, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. But that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.